Hi everyone, I'm Sandy. Welcome to my channel. Today I thought I would go through and show you what I'm going to try and read in the month of December. The idea behind this TBR is to hopefully kind of re-energize me towards reading some physical books. I've been reading a lot of digital books and I'm ready, I think. I'm ready, I do believe, to read some actual physical books. But first, look how cute this little thing is. I mean, it is adorable. Look at this little bookshelf, this little Lego bookshelf my husband got me. There's a little person in the chair reading her little book. Very, very cute. I thought that was really adorable. I want a bookshelf with a ladder. Who doesn't want a bookshelf with a ladder? Anyway, that's not really about my reading, but I thought I would share because it's on the shelf. So what I'm doing is going to focus on the books actually on this shelf. This shelf is the shelf where I have either recently bought these or I have picked them up at some point and then thought, oh, I'll start reading this, and then not read it. But they were the ones that spiked my interest enough to make it off of the big bookshelf and onto this. So that's what we're going to start with, is these books here, and I am woefully unprepared. Okay, so for the first book, it is The Poppy Fields by Nikki Erlich. You can see I actually am a ways into this book. I've tried reading it a couple times. I bought it over the summer. Nikki Erlich is the same author of The Measure, which I did really enjoy. If you're not familiar with that book, it's where everyone, I think on their 21st birthday, gets delivered a string that tells them how long their life will be. It was an interesting premise. The ending, not my favorite, but it was an interesting premise. So this book is one where you have the ability to go and sleep off your grief. Interesting concept, very interesting concept. It doesn't start at the poppy fields, and so I don't know if that's why I've had some trouble getting into it, but I would like to finish one. This is one that is actually on my Goodreads shelf as in progress, even though I don't think I read it for at least a few weeks, so I may have to start over. But that's the first book. The next book that has made it down to this shelf was The Frozen River by Ariel Lawhon. Did I say that name? Not sure. I think this one makes it down to the to be read shelf because I think this cover is just beautiful. I've been intrigued by this cover. I went back to the bookstore multiple times and I keep trying to pick it up again because I do like this cover so much. I really don't know what this is about. I 100% bought this because of the cover, but it is another one that has been sitting down here. The next one is a hardback. I really don't want to buy a lot of hardbacks anymore because they end up sitting on my shelf for way too long. This one included, and that is Kate Morton's Homecoming. I have read other books by Kate Morton and really enjoyed them, and it's one that I keep wanting to read very clearly. I think it just made it down to this shelf. I think it made it down to this shelf fairly recently, and because I want to get it off my list. I want to read it. I want to read this hardback, and I think it'll be a good one, hopefully to motivate me to, like I said, to read some more. I think Homecoming, that will be a good one. I have another few, I'll pull them from here, books from the 1001 book countdown. The ones I'm going to try and read are actually the ones I had committed to read for the 1001 book club, which, yeah, was a miserable failure for me this year. I completely abandoned Britta Bowler, who was partnering with me for the book club, so I do apologize. Britta is absolutely wonderful. If you're not familiar with her channel, I will leave it linked for you. Yeah, she's a very, very, very nice woman who didn't give me any kind of hard time at all about abandoning her. So the books that I will read from the 1001 list are going to hopefully be this one, The History of the Siege of Lisbon by Saramago. I picked this up actually while in Lisbon and thought, why not? Why not pick this up? This sounds really fun. I mean, it doesn't sound really fun, but I wanted to pick up Portuguese author when I was in Portugal, which is why I picked that particular one up. It's not on my current year wanted to read list, but that's fine. I'm not too worried about that. The next one is this one, The Pursuit of Love by Nancy Mitford. This cover, I love this cover. I think this cover is great. I, again, know nothing about this one. It's her most enduringly popular novel, whatever that means. The Pursuit of Love is a classic comedy about growing up and falling in love among the privileged and eccentric. Okay, well, we'll see. It's not not too big, so that's a possibility for the 1001. The next one is this one. This is the Female Quixote by Charlotte Lennox. I'm gonna go ahead and say that this one's gonna be a stretch because it's older. I don't remember when it was originally published, but I know that it wasn't anytime recent. So this one might be tough, but we'll try. It's not tiny, but it's also not massive, so possible. And the last one is this one, Margaret Manzantini, Don't Move. This one, I have it in one places that I've already read it, and now, but it was one of the book club picks, so I don't know now. Did I read this? I don't remember it if I did read it, but that will be the other one that I will try and pick up. I also have Delta of Venus somewhere. I actually don't know where it's at right now. If I put it back on the shelf or not, I'm not entirely sure. I thought it was over here, but as of right now, yeah, it's not. The other books that I have over here, are this one, Jacqueline Winspear by Macy Dobbs. This was for a book club, and I thought maybe I read most of it, part of it. I don't know, but it's over here still. So I think it's over here because I was supposed to read it with a group and then didn't read it. We'll see if we can tackle that one. I don't know what it's about either. I do have another 1001 book, The Gathering by Anne Enright. It's been over here for a minute or two, so we'll try and see if we can pick up that particular book. The next one, I think this book was one that I thought was a new release. I think they fooled me. I think they fooled me with a really pretty book, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, this one, which is Sword Heart by T. Kingfisher. This was actually originally published in 2014, it looks like. Under a different 2018 under a different name. So I do like T. Kingfisher. Nettle and Bone is one of my favorite books. I never moved it off of this shelf after I bought it, and I really do want to read another T. Kingfisher. I have to look and see if they have anything new coming out in 2026, because it has been a lot of really fun books that I've read by this particular author. And I do love a good sprayed edge. That's a beautiful blue, isn't it? I don't think there's anything really interesting on, there's a sword on the actual book. Very pretty. I'm a big sucker for sprayed edges and pretty books. So we have that one. And the last, no, not last one, close to last one, second to last one, is actually this one, T.J. Klune, The Bones Beneath My Skin. I have read several books by T.J. Klune. I have way up there somewhere, several of his books. I thought maybe you could see them. You can't see them. And this one, I've started to read it and then put it away. And so I don't know. Not every book of T.J. Klune's has been a hit for me, but I will say that there have been some that I dearly, dearly loved. And this one just hasn't quite made it up into that, that yet. So we'll see if we can give it a go. And the last two books over here. One is Butter by Asako Yuzuki. This particular book, I think I actually may have bought it while I was in Japan last year. No, I did not buy it in Japan last year. I bought this in Barnes & Noble when I did a video saying I want to find a book that starts with the letter B, and I found this one, Butter. But I do love the cow on the front, and it says gourmet cook Manako Kaji sits in the Tokyo detention house, convicted of serial murders of lonely businessmen whom she is said to have seduced with delicious home cooking. Okay, now I'm actually intrigued again. That actually sounds really fun. It says a novel of food and murder. But yeah, I think that one would be good. The last book, this is another miserable failure for this year, and it is to read The 1001 Arabian Nights. This is volume 1 of 3. I had kind of thought I would do kind of a story a day. That did not happen. I didn't even open it. So I don't know. I'll leave it here on the shelf. Maybe 2026 is my year for 1001 Nights. Maybe. It's possible. It could happen. It could happen. All right. So what do we have here for the stack? I know this is kind of a short little fast video. Mainly, I just wanted to go through these books and then put them on an official TBR maybe that will make me read them. Maybe. It's possible. Miracles do happen. So what is in our stack? Okay, we have TJ Klune, the Bones Beneath My Skin. I don't know if I normally do this for a TBR. I think I only do this for a book haul. Man, I'm out of practice. Okay, well, we'll go with it. Sword Heart by T. Kingfisher. We have The Gathering by Anne Enright. These books are way out of the way here. We have Jacqueline Winspear. Maisie Dobbs by Jacqueline Winspear. I think I said that backwards when I was talking about it. Anyway, Don't Miss, Don't Move. Oh my gosh. Okay, next one is The Female Quixote. This is gonna fall. We have The Pursuit of Love by Nancy Mitford. I hope you were entertained by my struggling here. The Siege of Lisbon by Sarah Mago. Okay, this is actually kind of a big list. I thought this was more reasonable. It's definitely not. Homecoming by Kate Morton. The Frozen River by Ariel Hawthorne. I can't say that. And The Poppy Fields by Nikki Ehrlich. Yeah, that's a lot. I'm going to go ahead and say I'm not going to get to all of these, but I'm hoping to make a dent. We're going to go with I'm hoping to make a dent. This is how strong I am, by the way. Look at that. Oh my gosh. That is a big stack of books. Oh, there's another one, Butter. I forgot that one. I'm not going to try and reach down because it's way over here. That will be, I think that's going to be it. That'll be my good stack. And we'll see how I do. Like I said, I'm really hoping that having a video out will encourage me to read some. That would be great. I would love to pick up some good books and finish out my year with just some amazing stuff. Have you read any of these? I would love to know if there's one you think I should start with that you think will give me a good heads up on my reading. Definitely let me know that. And if you are still with me, if you don't feel comfortable commenting, I totally understand, but you can leave me a little book emoji if you made it this far. That would be lovely. Thank you to everyone who commented on my last video, welcoming me back. I really do appreciate it. It made me feel so special that everyone was so happy that I posted something. So thank you again for that. As always, like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time. Oh, they fell. Until next time. Thanks, everyone. Bye.